Have you ever looked at the person lying next to you and suddenly realized you might not know them at all? Because a few months ago, I found a second phone hidden inside my girlfriend's closet, and honestly, I really thought I was about to discover she was cheating on me. I almost wish that was the truth. Her name was Janice, and we'd been together for almost 2 years, and from the outside, everything looked completely normal. We'd cook dinner together, binge-watch shows late at night, go grocery shopping on weekends, all that boring couple stuff people usually do. But after a while, little things started feeling off. Nothing huge at first, just weird little behaviors, like she suddenly became super protective of her phone. She'd tilt the screen away whenever I walked past. Sometimes I'd wake up in the middle of the night and notice she was still texting somebody at like 2 a.m., and every single time I asked who it was, she'd just laugh it off. So yeah, eventually I started getting suspicious, but at the same time I kept telling myself I was probably overthinking it. I mean, I trusted her, or at least I thought I did. Then one night she'd left for work and accidentally forgot her Apple Watch on the kitchen counter. I was just sitting there watching TV when notifications suddenly started appearing on the screen, and one contact name immediately caught my attention. Emily. The very first message I saw said, "Do you think he suspects anything yet?" I swear to God, my stomach dropped instantly. At that point, I was completely convinced she was cheating, so obviously, the second she got home that night and went to sleep, I started searching the apartment. Closets, drawers, kitchen cabinets, everywhere. And after maybe 20 minutes, I found a second phone hidden inside a shoebox in the back of her closet. I remember just sitting there staring at it like, nope, this is gonna ruin my life somehow. But curiosity got the better of me, so I turned it on, and somehow it unlocked using her birthday. That's when things went from bad to genuinely terrifying. Inside the phone, there was only one conversation, just one, between Janice and Emily. Except Emily wasn't real. It was her. Both accounts belonged to her. I just sat there scrolling through months and months of messages, feeling my entire body go cold. Because none of it made sense at first. The messages weren't romantic, they weren't sexual, they were instructions. Stuff like, ignore him tomorrow. Mention another guy and watch his reaction. See if he apologizes first. He looked nervous when you brought up your ex. And the more I read, the more I realized she'd basically been turning our entire relationship into some kind of psychological experiment. She was creating fake situations on purpose just to study how I'd react emotionally. Sometimes she'd start arguments for absolutely no reason, then later write notes about my behavior. Sometimes she'd intentionally act distant for days. Sometimes she'd fake jealousy. Sometimes she'd pretend to text somebody else while sitting right next to me on the couch just to see if I noticed. And honestly, the creepiest part wasn't even the fake account. It was how organized everything was. She had notes, literal notes about me, like I was some kind of lab rat. He got quieter today. He looked anxious. He apologized too quickly. I remember sitting there in the dark at like 3 in the morning thinking, how long have I actually been living with a complete stranger? And then suddenly, I heard the bedroom floor creak behind me. I swear my heart almost stopped. For a second, I genuinely thought she was standing there watching me. I turned around so fast I almost dropped the phone, but the hallway was empty, still. After that, I couldn't calm down. The next morning, before she woke up, I packed a bag and left. I didn't scream at her, I didn't confront her. Honestly, I didn't even know what I would have said. How do you even confront somebody after finding out your entire relationship was basically scripted by them? So yeah, I just left. And I never saw her the same way again after that. But here's the part that still messes with me. Even now, every once in a while, I still get random messages from accounts I don't recognize. Just weird little texts out of nowhere. Hey, you seem familiar. I think we've talked before. And maybe it's just paranoia at this point. Maybe my brain's just completely ruined after all of this. But every single time it happens, I can't stop wondering if it's still her.